That's why I don't want you around. You're always getting in the way, understand?
Now that's a thunder in paradise. Hey there, sports fan. My name is Kit, and this is Now That's What I Call Wrestling, the good, bad wrestling show. And we are continuing our journey through the bad wrestling adjacent show, Thunder in Paradise. This show stars Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, a notoriously awful actor. This is actually episode 3 of our journey. So if you missed last time on Now That's a Thunder in Paradise. And that's basically all you need to know. I'm down for any episode that starts out looking like it is a Nickelodeon kids game show from the 90s. Jim Neidhart alert. Jim Neidhart alert. Okay, Terry. Okay, Terry Hulk Hogan. This is a television show about a magical speedboat, and somehow you playing tug-of-war against like 4 to 5 large gentlemen is the most unbelievable part. Hard to tell, this is an old video, but it looks like the loser falls into what's left behind when you remove an overly full porta potty. We all want to put Burning Man and Coachella up on a pedestal like it's this big, fun, fancy thing, but no one ever sees the day after. And here we are.
I can't help me.
Why are so many people interested in this? Slow day at the beach that this seems to be the most interesting thing happening. I don't know what's more ridiculous, that pile of sewage is in the middle of this beach or that they rented a crane for this show.
Deliver this to Mr. Spencer personally.
You can tell how much of a British millionaire he is by how much he thinks fun stinks. Okay, so here we have a bunch of plots. So basically, Spence, played by Hulk Hogan, his partner Brew is making a shady military contract deal apparently at this beachside bar. The military has a new system called OpenEye that detects all stealth, and they want to test their stealth technology against Thunder, brother.
I was very sorry to hear about Spence's wife. How'd she die?
She went to England on a business trip. She was driving on a foggy night, car in front of her stopped. She was a great gal.
What? So the woman who was like the co-star for the first 2 episodes has just had an off-camera death between the 2 pilot episodes and this. It's like, did they not find out until the day they were shooting this? It's like, we got to write her off. She was driving in England and a car stopped. And she's a good gal. Problem solved. So she's off the show. Also, the daughter is played by a different actor. That happens in shows, I get it. But that's like, we just started. Like, we just started the show, and already half of the main cast has had to be replaced.
There should be 32 tables, I think, to each. I'd like mixed flowers as opposed to white.
You want to know what you can do with this?
Give this to the concierge.
We could have taken a little more time with that photo. We have this like hastily clipped, like that photo looks like a ransom note. That's a hastily clipped out picture of the actor who played Megan, and just kind of like Elmer's glued into like the center of this frame. Also, was Uncle Edward planning the funeral? Like this just happened. Like this is a very recent event.
You married her as part of a business arrangement, a marriage of convenience. You're willing to admit that now, aren't you?
I'll admit it started out that way, but it changed. We were a family.
We were a family for a full Labor Day weekend, dude.
Spare me. 2 ex-Navy SEALs playing mommy and daddy to a vulnerable child is a real family.
That is a show I would watch.
Say that again, I'll throw you off that balcony. I'm just a stepfather, and I filed papers to adopt her.
Yes, I've seen them. But it'll never happen.
Go.
I am Jessica's legal guardian, and as such, I determine what is in her best interest.
I think this is the one where Uncle Edward declares himself the emperor and turns everything from a republic to an empire.
The republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire!
I warned you.
No, Spence. Spence, we both want the same thing. What is best for Jessica?
It sucks they dragged the Hulkster off his living room couch when he was relaxing after coaching softball all afternoon. It was a double practice, brother. We get a lot more. So Megan didn't have a will, and Hulkster Spence dude is accusing Uncle Edward of not wanting Jess to inherit the hotel when she turns 21. Why it would be 21, I have no idea. Not 18. No clue. This is a weird fantasy world we've built. Uncle Edward wants to send Jess to England to go to school, in particular to some place called Oxfordshire, which I think is just east of Worcestershire, Worcestershire, which I think is just east of Worcestershire, Worcestershire. Sauce.
Don't force me to impose a court order.
What kind of court order could Emperor Edward enforce?
Execute Order 66.
I'll discuss it with Jessica. It'll be her decision.
If you're her father, as you say, then you make the adult decision. Not leave it up to the emotions of a 9-year-old child.
Oh, dude, brother. Oh, brother, dude.
Spence, snap out of it. We got work to do.
That's what I keep saying to myself. But then, I hear Edward's voice saying everything else, and it makes sense.
Don't listen to that voice, man. This is a singular equation. You and Jessica, period. And me, of course.
Autopilot disengaged. You're still picking on creatures smaller than yourself.
And then we get more plot and exposition. I mean, really, but it's nothing new. It's just the same problem that we already know about. Hulk Hogan and Brew just talk about it more, whether or not to send Jess to England. It's really a waste of like 4 minutes. So you owe me 4.
What are we doing here anyway?
I ask myself that every week, Terry Hulk Hogan.
Engage stealth on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
I feel like this speedboat having like an invisibility cloak is an episode 1 detail. Maybe we should have addressed.
$1,000, instant insert key. Yes, sir.
They're using their free AOL trial. Dude, it's so cool they can shake their own paint cans on the boat. So, this military ship that's testing this wild new government-funded open eye or whatever it's called, a radar that they're testing against an invisible speedboat effectively, has all these capabilities but cannot detect Sting, professional wrestler Steve Sting Borden, swimming up in a Barbie and Ken scuba outfit, Malibu style, and using a command strip to attach a Q-20 to the side of the boat. Can't detect that. I buy it.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he doesn't see us.
So, wait. You can't wait to see the look on his face when he doesn't see you. So wouldn't that just be a normal face? Like if you're looking for the look on his face, but he doesn't see you, he wouldn't be necessarily making a face. He would just be like a normal face. So you don't have to wait, Brew. I can just show you. Here you go.
Shithogs. Big, dirty shithogs.
Sting set off fireworks behind their boat. I'm no computer whiz, my guy, but that disc is toast. I think you're gonna have to ask your mom for another copy of Number Crunchers. All right. Okay, Rose. There was room on that door for the paint shaker.
The world is crazy out there. The world out there don't care. For a girl whose mother died, she's got Navy dads by her side.
Don't make any loud noises. My Yankee is setting.
Brody wants us to die for open eye first thing tomorrow morning.
Really?
Get it before anybody else does. Won't work without this.
Digital activation key, huh? Any idea who the saboteurs are?
No. I can think of only one depraved maniac with enough training to pull something like this off.
Hammerhead? I can't believe that traitor was ever a Navy SEAL.
I hope it's Hammerhead. That way I can reach down his throat and rip his lungs out.
Ouch.
Hi, hey, I'm home. My SEAL dads know no fear. My SEAL dads drink some beer. My SEAL dads are always right. My SEAL dads will always fight.
Hulk Hogan's too nervous to ask Jess what she wants to do, whether she wants to go to Oxfordshire or stay in Thunder Cove or whatever the hell it's called and ride around on a magic speedboat. Wonder what she's gonna prefer. I don't know.
And it's one of the best schools in the world.
Where is it?
England.
That's what Uncle Edward's note was about, isn't it?
Jess.
That's why you went to his office. You gave in to him. You're sending me away.
No, that's not what
I won't do it. I won't go.
The whole problem was Hulk Hogan wanted her to do what she wants to do. She said she wants to stay, so problem solved? Not so fast, dude.
the best thing is for you to go to England.
I want to stay with you and Brew. I don't have to go, do I?
Nah, just testing the waters.
My seal dad will kick your ass. My seal dad will make a fast. My seal dad
if you're looking for someone to blame for this newest episode of Now That's a Thunder in Paradise, look no further than this episode's sponsor, Gorilla Press Apparel. This is a brand new independent pro wrestling related clothing brand. They offer branded items as well as exclusives. They even do custom merchandise. If you're watching this and you want custom merchandise, you can just contact them and say, hey, I have an idea for a t-shirt, and then they can bring it to life. Follow them on Instagram, follow them on other social medias, and you can go to their website. They call it a web store. That's a weird thing I don't think I've ever heard before, but that's fine. It's gorillapressapparel.bigcartel.com. Gorilla Press Apparel, my friends, your enemies. No, that's not it. See, guys, I told you, you got to send me ad copy or this is what you get. They're great folks. I love them dearly, and I promise you, if you give them a chance, you too can learn to love again. So now the problem is the government paint shaker's missing. So Brew and Hulk Hogan are off to find the golden eye, or whatever it was called.
Irresistible to women, deadly to his enemies, a legend in his own time.
And then we get the opening of Austin Powers 4 and the jabroni marks without a life that don't know it'll work when you work a work and a work yourself into a shoot marks. Who shagged me?
Yeah, brother.
And Terry, we need you to look at the camera really quickly. Perfect, thank you. It's only 1994, but they already have DVD player screensaver technology underwater.
The way of the future.
Carry load identified. 1 Meg-Yield Shuttling Warhead Missile. Mounted...
Oh my god, you guys remember those like Ninja Turtle feet workout shoes? So hold on, is Brew's big Navy SEAL defense that he's gonna turn around and like put on the spooky claw onto somebody?
It's becoming a claw!
When Brew was a Navy SEAL, he was taught the 1987 Ricky the Dragon Steamboat action figure pose technique.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesse. Oh, sweetie. Uncle Brew didn't mean to scare you, honey. What are you doing here?
I snuck on board while you guys were loading.
Come on, give that kid a second take. What are we doing? How many takes? I want the raw footage. How many takes did we give the Hulkster brother? We can't give this girl a second take on her line when she stuttered, dude. How much for the plastic surgery, dude?
How much money did they spend on the plastic surgery?
Anything has to be happening. Spence, we got a problem, man.
So Sting is on a non-magical speedboat, and we should say that Sting's character's name on this is Hammerhead, and the implication is he's a former Navy SEAL that worked with these guys.
R.J. Spencer, welcome to my nightmare.
Wait a second, dude. Wait, brother. Your nightmare, dude? Hammerhead's? Well, you gotta realize, dude, you're talking about this is Hammerhead's nightmare, dude. Then that's good. That's good for the big guy, dude. That's good for Terry Hulk Hogan. But if you're talking about it's my nightmare, dude, that's a different story. You're a jabroni Mark, dude, in a nightmare, brother, working your nightmare against my working yourself into a shoot into my nightmare, dude, and then you're working your nightmare into a work nightmare shoot, brother, Marks. Who shagged me?
Spence, you're not gonna like this. Jess is on board.
I'm coming right up.
Okay. Could you talk with a scuba mouth in a way that could be understood if you have a scuba in your mouth, a scuba thing? We do a lot of research on this show. Oh, Hulk Hogan was so close to the overhead projector that my 5th grade math teacher used.
Real steady.
He switched sides. Steve Sting, Board, and Hammerhead switch sides on the boat, and continuity is dead, and I don't even know if I even believe any of this is real anymore.
Missile destroyed.
Sting's flat top is extreme. He looks like he's in the BK Kids Club. Who'd he give the thumbs up to? Like, the ocean? Ooh, that's not even the AOL trial, brother. They got the full version. That's that military contractor money, man.
Daddy, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have.
You can run, but you can't hide.
They actually really can hide. They actually really can hide a lot because they have a super invisible stealth boat. So
12 seconds.
Why aren't we going after him? Blast him out of the water.
9.
So they're doing some serious blaming of this child. So like she's like, hey, why aren't we just turning around and fighting him? And it's like, well, what? Well, why don't you tell me, little girl who snuck on the boat, because you're largely unsupervised and we have very dangerous lives, and somehow we have this magical boat with all these superpowers, but had no clue that you were on it. Like it's somehow the kid's fault. And then so the boat, Hulk Hogan puts the boat in hyperspeed, which I do not think exists, and really it's probably wildly illegal if it was, because it's not. Whoever wrote this show, they act like this speedboat is a spaceship, and that's why we love it. But we get more plot moving along here because Hulk Hogan has now decided that it's too dangerous and that she's going, and that Jess is going to England. So thanks a lot, Sting. Oh, Jesus Christ. So somehow a boat doing hyperspeed is more believable than Hulk Hogan shoulder pressing like 400 pounds for reps. He's just banging them out. Also, like, dude needs to calm down. Like, hey, Hulk Hogan, your stepdaughter's mother died like 2.5 days ago. Like, I don't know. Maybe relax, or maybe get a new job.
Seals by day, dads by night. Violence our guiding light. The fight may never end. It's just us, we have no friends. My seal dads will no fit road. My seal dads, they are the go. My seal dads will get your coat. My seal dads will break your throat.
Honey, you've been shoulder pressing for hours now. Come to bed.
I made a nice bouillabaisse. You know, it's Jess's favorite. Figured the three of us could sit down to a good meal, discuss the situation like a family.
She's going to England. End of discussion.
Dinner's getting cold.
That's right, Aunt Helen. Jessica will be arriving at Heathrow Airport tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. She'll be wearing a cream dress with flowers on it. No, not real flowers, Aunt Helen. A flower pattern.
No, Aunt Helen, she won't be flying through the air like Superman. She'll be on a plane. And then so we get Carol Alt showing up saying that Spence is wrong. He shouldn't be so hasty, that he should try to work this out and maybe, I don't know, be a more responsible father to this child. And in so doing, really just takes that New York accent for a walk.
Discipline her so she won't do it again. But be her parent.
Spence is not the stepdad, and he's not the dad who stepped up. He's the dad who stepped on his own dick.
I don't believe it, that son of a...
Hammerhead is a lot less intimidating after that failed dive belly flop.
It's been a long time since the three of us were on a beach together.
The only difference is back then we all faced in the same direction, brother.
Back then, we could all still put our arms down.
Vince and I never faced in the same direction, did we, old buddy?
What do you want?
Besides your head on a pole, I want the open-eye computer key. What's the matter? What you stole won't work without it? Can't deliver everything you promised? I deliver everything I promise. And after you retreated like the coward you are, I got the open eye. Stashed it in a real nice and safe place.
Hey, Steve Sting Borden. Less, buddy. You're on a close-up. You got it. Do it ain't pro wrestling. There's not 45 rows deep. You gotta tone it. You gotta dial it down.
But I promise to deliver the spoils right here to you. That is, if you're the victor. If not, you deliver the key to me.
Let's do it.
We gotta talk about this, Spence.
Get the computer key, Brew.
Spence, we gotta talk about this.
Get the key. Now.
Sting's too close. He's way too close. Stinger is losing all his bad guy energy by being so close that his eyes are crossing. Hammerhead looks like when a cartoon character gets a fly buzzing around and it lands on their nose.
Whoever's left stand.
Did the fight choreographer call off today? Not the old-timey cash register. This fight is a Benny Hill sketch. Cut. Hey, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, we know that you're famous for your finishing move being the sleeper hold, but you can't, that's not in the script, and you have to stop yelling it out every time someone does one. We can't keep cutting around it.
The computer key! Give it to me! No! Now! Or in his sleep of death, what dreams may come when he is shuffled off this mortal coil.
Stinger, for no reason, just getting really Shakespearean during this attempted murder. This is the loudest sand that I've ever encountered in my entire life.
Daddy, I love you. I'm sorry I made you look away.
That's why I don't want you around. You're always getting in the way, understand?
We got a real Air Bud moment going on here.
I don't want you here anymore. Sit here on that plane back thing when the better. Kelly, take her back to Edward. Go on, take her.
Hi.
No, he lost on purpose. It was his strategy. Brew told him.
Why?
Because if that guy won, he really wouldn't get back what he stole. This way, Brew could give him a phony computer key. And then they'll follow him, and they'll get the open eye thing back.
Is Sting a robot?
Feeding Falcon's contours to the satellite. He's within 100 miles. We will find him. That will do, Shadow.
Contour match located.
Got him. Looks like he stashed open eyes somewhere on the coast.
Nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better. Mentos fresher. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Sting does work part-time hosting the Bayou Cruise, looking for a gator. Spence effectively nullifying the very loud jet ski behind Sting by ducking down a little. Sting hid the very sensitive government equipment under a log in the woods, which incidentally is the same place he's hid his porn. Like Hulk Hogan just like creeping along with it. He's riding behind Sting. Sting hears nothing, but Sting immediately notices Terry Hulk Hogan just like walking beside his jet ski like the hill's too steep on your bike and you don't want to ride up it. Oh, dude, you know it's serious now because Hulk Hogan's in full squatty potty position. These guys just can't stop choking each other. Also, them doing like wrestling moves on the front of a fan boat's the most hilarious shit I've ever seen. It's like Hulk Hogan's like, you don't need to pay a fight choreographer, brother. No, I'll take that money, dude. Basically, dude, Sting, brother, all I need, I'm going to snap marry you over, dude. Put you in a headlock on the front of the fan boat, brother. Work the crowd, get him with us, slow it down, dude. Bring it down, land the plane, brother. Hide the ball, and then we'll work back up. Give me a couple elbows, brother. I'll shoot you off the ropes, dude. I actually did read in the episode notes that originally in the script there were a set of ropes on the front of the boat, so it was effectively a wrestling ring. Stop splashing or I'm gonna tell Mom, dude.
Give it up!
Sting is effectively drowning Hulk, like it's working, and he's like, you know what? I could probably kill this guy in the next like 20, 30 seconds, but instead I'm going to go grab that branch.
Hulkster, just remember the shoulder press, dude. Shoulder press, dude. Shoulder press, dude.
Sleeper, hold on!
Clean up on aisle 5.
He's gonna run to the airport.
You all in? Quick.
He just grabs that dude and chokes him to death too.
Jessica!
Daddy!
Edward, stop the car!
Well, I tried to drive once. I guess I'll quit.
I didn't mean what I said, Jess.
I know.
So basically, they come to a deal where Hulk Hogan will not try to take over the hotel as long as Uncle Edward doesn't try to interfere with Hulk Hogan remaining Jess's irresponsible guardian.
There is one other thing. Spence now owns a scuttlebutt.
What?
That's right, he's your boss.
Wow.
Oh, and since I'm his partner, I guess that means that you're now under me.
Stop it.
Be under this.
Listen, that's fine, that's cute and everything, but like I would love Terry Hulk Hogan to be wearing a lot more clothes than he is. And that's that. And basically, the moral of the story is, instead of trying to be a more suitable parent, just win them over with violence. Don't. Next time on Now That's a Thunder in Paradise.
Come on back. A little bit more, Now rock back and forth. That's perfect.
Do 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 do. The world is crazy out there. The world out there, it don't care. For a girl whose mother died, she's got maybe dad's by her side. My seal, dad's no fear. My seal, dad's drink some beer. My seal, dads are always right. My seal, dads will always fight. Do 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 do. The sea's full of enemies, but I got family that got blood stains the seats. After the fight, we'll get some treats.